And okay, so I'm going to share my screen. I was tracking something. All right, so the first step, actually, let me show you something first. Here's a list I'm going to send you. I got so many things going on here at the same time. I'm going to send you this list. These are the people that we've already published on the website that you should start building pages for.
Okay.
And once you get the hang of this, I think you can do this whole thing in 4 hours per page. Okay. So I'm going to send this to you right now. And there's more pages, but some of them haven't been published yet, but they will be. So just to give you a sense, this is what I do is keep a working table of contents going with sometimes with different options. And but I'm not going to publish this whole thing. So like, for example, I had Carlos Betancourt was one of the options for the cover, but I'm going to go with Lenore Anthony. And I've already created a cover for her. And this is one of your people, Richard Milstein, who's the president of the, or chair of the board of the Arch Center. And Lawrence Wright, I'm working on myself right now. And I'm going to use that as part of the demonstration. Sarah Blasky, we're probably not going to use because I sent her the interview and she hasn't approved it and she's been dodging me and I have no idea why. She's supposed to be my friend. Lenore Anthony's already done. We're not going to do these. I think we only need one art person.
Okay.
You're going to do Phil Grabsky, who's made something like 300 films, mostly they're kind of educational films, but like he's got a great film out that's showing in cinemas called Hopper, An American Romance, and it's about Edward Hopper, the painter.
Okay.
It's terrific. We're not going to do Nilo Cruz. I never interviewed him, but the Elisa Rosal is done. We're waiting for her approval. She's a flamenco dancer. So that'll be one of your assignments. I haven't put this in yet because I'm not sure if I'm going to use it, but Axel is a Haitian curator and gallery owner who curates shows in Little Haiti. Robert Pinsky is a 3-time U.S. Poet Laureate. And then you're going to do two of these. We're not going to do these two. We're going to do, I don't think I put her on your list. Cecilia Violeta Lopez and Stefan Deneuve. Let me see if I put her on your list. Oh, I did put them on your list. And that's it. So
Awesome. Okay.
this is what I'm about to send you. Yeah, there's the two of them. So she's an opera singer who's from a Mexican immigrant family, illegal immigrants, and she grew up hoeing sugar beets in Rupert, Idaho, a town of 5,000 people, and became an opera singer. And he's the new artistic director of the New World Symphony.
Oh, wow.
So these will be interesting people for you to engage with. So I'm going to send this to you right now. So the first step, I'll just start. Who I'll start with? I'll start with Cecilia because she's on the home page of the website. Oops. Well, actually, I'm working on him right now. So he's a Pulitzer Prize winning author, screenwriter. He's a staff writer for the New Yorker. And just to show you, so what you're doing, the first thing you got to do is take all the images that are on the website and do screenshots and then resize it. So when you do the screenshot, just to show you, where is it? So you're using a PC, right?
I'm using a Mac.
Okay, sorry. So I'm just going into this file where these are all the videos we've done.
Like a C.
A lot of them. So I set up a folder to make the images for Mag Plus, or I'm sorry, for the e-magazine. And we use a Mag Plus plugin, which you can't use because it costs $6,000 a year. But what I did first was I did screenshots of all the pages on the website. So that's the introductions screenshot. This is a little like video trailer about his new book called Mr. Texas. And then starts, Lawrence Wright 1. I usually do them in groups of 2. And then what you do is you open this in Facebook in Photoshop, and then you marquee the image and copy and paste it into a new file, that whatever size that is, and then you resize it to 100 DPI, 668 pixels. And so then once you've done that, it'll look like this. So each one, and then the way you work with that is I can create a template for you. Oh, no, I don't have to do that. You can reuse, I'll send you one and you can reuse it over and over again. So the first thing is that when you're setting up this top page, you want to click on the it's called device portrait that shows what it's going to look like. This version is for an iPad.
Okay.
We have another version for a phone. So when you click on that, you make sure that this kind of headline, as it were, fits, fully fits the first screen people will see on their iPad. And so if you just keep following the format, one of the things I do is I try and make their name all on one level and do it at a size that fits, that aligns left and right with the photograph, with the image.
Okay.
So when you do that, I mean, I'm just gonna, you would be in, sorry. So you could see, you were saying you have a problem with the notion that it's in Helvetica.
Yeah, for some reason.
See if you can get that font, and if you have to pay for it, I might pay for it. Okay.
Okay.
So
I mean,
it's called Helvetica Nui, and then capital LT. So you
I
can
tried
see
to be able to get it on there. I'm not sure why it wasn't showing up last time.
in this case, it's 36 points. But if I'm going to bring up another one.
If it's a longer name, it might have to be shorter. I mean, not shorter, it might have to be smaller font.
No, yeah, you have to fool around with it. So just to show you. So here's another page that I made. So you can see here, in this case, it's different, maybe. It's not saying what size this is. I don't know what size this is, but this could be a different size. But in general, I try and keep their name on one line and make it fill up. This artivist is at 30 points. And master story here is at 30 points. So that's just coincidental. It could be, you can play around with this, do whatever looks best. And then the byline, don't worry about the byline, but it's going to be whatever on the story itself. If you look at the web page, tells you here posted by Elman plus Sky. So, and also in the introduction here, I did the interview and she did the post-production. Okay. So you're going to do screen captures of all these images. You're going to size them to, let me make sure that size is the right size that I'm saying, because I'm not 100% sure of that. Some of these things I size to 150 pixels. I mean, 150 DPI.
Yeah, it says 150 pixels per inch.
Is
Hmm?
How are you seeing that?
Under where it says resolution.
Yeah, okay. Okay, 50. So size them to, I made a mistake. So it's 150 pixels, because otherwise it won't fit the
frame.
box size of where the image goes. So it's 150 pixels and 150 DPI, 668 pixels. Okay. And then what I've done, have we talked about this? That I set up an action, recorded action. You know how to do that. So once you've taken the image from the screenshot and marqueed it, copied it, pasted it into a new file, that's when you can use the recording to automatically size it and flatten it so you can save it as a JPEG.
Cool. Okay.
So what I do, I start off by doing all the screenshots first. And I'm just going to close this because hopefully we won't need it again. And then I think we looked at this a little bit. Getting rid of the device. This is always, looks like it's 11 on 15. 15 leading, 11 points. And I think you and I talked about this whole thing with this drop cap. And this is font. This is Bodoni MT, whatever the hell that is. And I've been using that over and over, and hopefully that font will be on there. And all you have to do is replace that letter each time. And then as you scroll down, you'll come to, this is a template that I used, or page from somebody else. This is from Jose Badia. So there's 2 layers to each picture. There's the picture, and then there's this layer which is invisible when you publish it, which is the link to the video. So what you do is click on and slide over the link layer, and then click on the circle. Be sure you click on the circle, because otherwise the whole box will disappear. You click on the circle and hit delete, and then you've got this box that's got the X in the middle, and you click on that, highlight, and you hit Command D, and that'll ask you for an image. So you just click on the image, open it up. Because I have this Mag Plus, I can insert video links here, but you can't because you don't have Mag Plus. But just to show,
okay,
right here where I just clicked on this dialog box, and right here it says URL, and I would replace that URL with a URL that links to the right video on YouTube.
Okay.
But you don't have that. So you don't have to worry. Just worry about putting the right pictures in, the exact same text that's in these boxes. Okay. So all you have to do, the easiest thing to do is just copy and paste from the web page to the InDesign page. Just paste it in. And I know this one's wrong. Now, sometimes you find out, obviously this is less text than what was here before. So the spacing between these things has changed now. But unless it's egregious, I don't bother to nitpick and align everything perfectly. But sometimes it will happen, like if this was the text I had in here originally, and I was putting in 4 lines of text, this might not fit. So I might have to pull this all down and make room for it. And if I have to do that, what I do is, go to the enlarge, I hit Alt and do the zoom out. And then what I would do is I can grab the whole stack by marking it like that with this pointer, and that highlights everything. And then I can just use the arrow key to move up or down.
Awesome. Okay.
I'm going to tighten this a little bit. Oh no, I got the wrong thing. Sorry. Just to give you an example. So you don't have to get real nitpicky about this, because I'm not a perfectionist.
I did have a question.
Hold on 1 second. Let me just zoom. So now I'm going to close this gap a little bit.
Okay.
Just inch this up a little bit. Go ahead.
Since I can't do the links and stuff, how would I do I just save?
So here's what you can do with the links. So I'm going to send you, if I haven't sent you this already, did I send this to you? This Excel spreadsheet?
I'm not I know that I've seen it. I'm not sure if he sent it or not.
I'll send this to you. So this is the one I've done for Lenore Anthony. I haven't even started the one for Lawrence Wright, but that'll be the next one. So just to, I'll start setting this up. Lawrence Wright. And I'm just gonna, I don't know how many clips we have for him, but I'm just gonna copy this. So I have all those clips set up. This orange means that I've posted the link to the InDesign page, but
Oh, okay.
in this case, so I'm just gonna, that's just for me to know as I go through. So this is the formula for or the coding for embedding the video in the WordPress page. I'm sorry, in the InDesign page. So I just, what it's missing is the URL from the actual video. So that's over here. So what I do is I go in, actually, I'll do one of these right now. So I just go over here. It depends how old the video is, but most of these are like done in 2023 that you're going to be working on. So it's going to be 3 dots. You got to right click on it, and it gives you the option to copy the URL. So now I go back here and paste the URL in. And that's the URL to the WordPress file, to the YouTube file. And then what I do is I just copy this end part, you know, the last part of the code, and then I bring it over. Put this in the wrong place. I bring it over to here and click it in, paste it in after the embed. And now I have the code to paste. This is the code that I'll paste into InDesign with Mag Plus.
Okay.
So what you'd be doing,
I'd be copying all the links and then creating the embed.
yeah. So you'd be going through this. There's the first one. Copy URL. Now in this case, these, let's see what happens. Didn't matter. Oh yeah, it did. Okay. So this is Mr. Texas book. You know, so it gets routine, and you just get into a rhythm. You got to make sure you don't fall asleep and screw it up somehow. But you know that, so I'll send you this, and you would just, like, the next one would be whoever you start on first, and actually do one of the stories, and then you'll show it to me, and we'll and if you want to talk about it as you're going through it, you come to different steps and you want to get reminded on certain things, just don't hesitate to call.
Awesome.
My time will be a lot freer after Monday.
Awesome. Okay.
So that's one part. So you're gonna get the you're gonna make that URL sheet, and then in InDesign, you're going to put all the text in directly from the website. And then save it. And that's really it. So I'll come to this part and I'll do the stuff I can do with Mag Plus.
Okay. Perfect.
Okay. So when you send it to me, it'll look like this. These things will be slid over. And don't forget, it's really important to only click on the circle, because otherwise you delete the whole box.
Got it. Okay.
Okay. And that's pretty much it. The other thing to keep in mind, when you you got our logo here. This is in what's it called?
Oh, Funky the 5-1.
No.
Chunky 5. Hello, Gracie. No, 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 no,
Chunk
no, no.
5. Chunk 5. So this is in chunk 5. So you leave the logo as is, but this will change. So this is literature. If we look at Lenore, it's art. So whatever the
Got it.
yeah, and I guess that's about it.
Perfect. Okay.
So I'll send you. I think I'll send you this Lenore Anthony
As like a template.
design file, the project file or whatever it's called. And then you can just reuse it over and over again as a template.
Perfect.
Okay.
The cat.
And as you go through it, I mean, there's always, a couple little nits and gnats that aren't as simple as you thought they were going to be. So, just kind of be careful as you go through, especially the first ones.
Okay.
And do one, and we'll go over it together, and you can do all the rest. And I'm not sure when do you know when your internship runs out? What the last day is? I think it's September,
I
right?
think you said it was the 6th. For at least it shows for me, it just shows like the amount of like award money that I've been rewarded, and
Yeah, okay.
that I've been under the assumption is that when that runs out, then. But I know they rewarded me another work study for spring, so I can always
Yeah. So if you want to do this is great. I'd love it.
I'm down for. I love
Okay.
it. So.
Okay. Good. Okay. And then, I mean, then we can get into some other stuff. I mean, to develop grants and stuff, you can create a job that pays you $100,000 a year.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, no, yeah.
All
That was
right.
on my
Does
list.
this have everything for you?
Yeah, that should be great.
Okay. I'm going to stop sharing. Stop the
Sorry,
recording.
my cat wanted to interrupt.